Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Shadow Mountain High School. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage of Saguaro SaberCats varsity baseball. Game number 26 on the season today for the SaberCats, and they're on the road in a very important PowerPoint contest today on the road at Shadow Mountain to take on the Matadors. JT Nettleton leads off. Took the first one for a strike. The next one fouled back and out of play, and to count no balls and 2 strikes. Saguaro comes in at 12-13 overall. 7-7 in PowerPoint games. That puts them right on the edge at 24th in the rankings as of 10 o'clock this morning. For Shadow Mountain, 15-7 overall, 8-4 in PowerPoint games. They are 27th based on strength of schedule and several other things. Another one fouled back over the backstop and out of play, and we stay no balls and 2 strikes. So you can see some importance in today's game, and that if Saguaro is able to beat Shadow Mountain here on the road, then theoretically they separate a little bit farther. If Shadow Mountain wins, then they'll get closer. If not, leapfrog Saguaro. And of course, that also depends on everything else going on around the state of Arizona today. 1-2 now on JT Nettleton as Lucas Jensen gets the start today for Shadow Mountain. Nettleton back in and ready. Jensen into the line and the 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball over the outside corner. That's a called third strike. It freezes Nettleton, and it's a strikeout to start the ball game. So Nettleton strikes out to start it. Turner Lace bats next for Saguaro.
Batting number 20, shortstop, Turner Lace.
So it's Nettleton leading off. Lace batting second. Brad Adams will catch and hit third. Matt Mayer at first base is fourth. The number 5 hitter is the left fielder Michael Bloom. Luke Eichste hits sixth in center field. Shane Stansbury, the third baseman, is seventh. The number 8 hitter, Stephen Gifford, and batting ninth, the second baseman, Ben Lagusis. Now the wind and the 1-0. And that ball hit pretty well out to right center field, but swinging over there to get it, the center fielder, long way to his left, that's Spencer Pratt in center field. He makes the catch, and that is out number 2. 2 away in the inning for Brett Adams, SaberCats starting catcher. We'll get you the Shadow Mountain defense. Brett Frank is in left field. Spencer Pratt, as I mentioned, in center field. And Saul Gaeton in right field. Cameron Ross plays third. Jacob Dalton, the shortstop. So we get a swing and a miss for a strike. Danny Lutz at second base. And Zane Clancy at first. Chance Randall catching Lucas Jensen. Now the 1-strike pitch. And Adams going after a breaking ball, able to punch it out of play on the right field side. The count moves to 0-2. And you can see, based on our vantage point here, there's a little platform behind home plate, not right up against the fence, not very far back against the fence, and so, or away from the fence. And so, this is the shot we'll be able to get you for today. As the ground ball goes to second, on to first, and Lutz throws out Adams, and it's a quick and quiet 3-up, 3-down inning for the SaberCats after a half inning of play at Saguaro nothing, and Shadow Mountain coming up to face left-hander Nick Naservi. Set to go in the Matador first inning as Zane Clancy, the first baseman, leads off and takes ball 1 from Saguaro starter Nick Naservi. Now the 1 and the 1-0. And a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. So Clancy leads off at first base. Dalton bats second at shortstop. Ross, the third baseman, is third. Randall will catch and clean up for the Matadors. Jensen bats fifth. He's the starting pitcher. The 1-1. Up and in with a fastball, 2-1. Hitting sixth is the center fielder Spencer Pratt. Dusty Brown DHs and bats seventh. Brett Frank eighth, and Danny Lutz ninth for Shadow Mountain. The 2-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss, 2-2. Clancy back in, Naservi to the line, and the 2-2 pitch. And that's fouled back and out of play. We stay at 2-2. SaberCats coming off a loss on Wednesday night over at Notre Dame. Tough one to lose there as Saguaro actually out-hit the Saints, but lost 3-2. The 2-2 pitch. Well, that one didn't miss by much, and Adams didn't hang on. That might have been the difference there, and the count goes to 3-2. So 3-2, and Meserve going after the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the first in the pitch. And he got him swinging a miss for Clancy, and he strikes out, and that's how the Matadors begin their first inning of play. And the batter is Jacob Dalton. We'll set the SaberCat defense. It's Bloom in left, Eigsty in center, Nettleton in right, Stansbury at third, Lace at shortstop, Lagusa second base, and Mara at first. Adams catching, Nick Meserve. And Dalton going after the first one, fouls that one out of play, as that goes over the SaberCat dugout on the first base side. Then back to the line of the one strike pitch. And that's spoiled out of play. And we go to 0-2. Shadow Mountain played yesterday, lost to Cactus Shadows 9-6, the loss in that one. In fact, the Matadors have lost 2 in a row. They also lost on Tuesday to Arcadia. A 2-run ball game in that one, 10-8 the final. And there's a line shot. That's out into left field, and that's a base hit. First hit of the ball game for either side, and it belongs to Jacob Dalton. Dalton aboard at first base with 1 out for the third baseman, Cameron Ross.
Now batting third baseman, number 21, Cameron Ross.
Cactus Shadows might be kind of a sleeper team in Division II, just sort of based on how their start went, as they have come on here of late. It's the first one over for a strike. They split a couple of games with Notre Dame. They'll play them again next week, I know. And there's a shot out to center field, and Luke Eigsty there, and he's got it for out number 2. A pretty hard hit ball, but right at the center fielder, Luke Eigsty. And he makes the catch. And Dalton stays at first base, and the batter is Chance Randall.
Now batting catcher, number 34, Chance Randall.
Dalton with 3 stolen bases on the season. We'll see if he's going here with 2 outs. Not on the first pitch anyway, and a fastball high to Randall for ball 1. Of course, a little more of a challenge to run against a left-hander. You got to just kind of make up your mind and take off. We'll see if Meserve throws over there at some point. Goes quick this time, and not going to get a chance to run as that ball is a fly ball into center field. And Eigsty there to put it away. And the side retired. Matadors get a 1-out base hit. They leave the runner at first, and after an inning of play from Shadow Mountain, there's no score. Matt Mara leads off for Saguaro in the top of the second inning. Takes a breaking ball for ball 1. It's Mara, Bloom, and Eigsty for the SaberCats in the second. The 1-0. And it fouled off at the plate, and the count moves to 1-1. Lucas Jensen, 0-1 on the season, making his 4th appearance of the year for the Matadors. An earned run average of 3.82, just 7 1/3 innings tossed, 5 hits allowed, 7 walks, and 4 strikeouts. The 1-1. Fastball just inside, 2-1. Balls in the strike. Jensen back to it in the pitch. And a breaking ball swung on a miss. 2-2. Back to the line now. 2-2 pitch. And that's fouled off first base side and out of play. Another 2-2. There lays off at a fastball high, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. We've seen some good ones here between Saguaro and Shadow Mountain. And a ground ball out to short. Dalton fields, step once and throw to first base, and that's in time to retire Matt Mara. Leadoff hitter retired in the SaberCats second inning. And the batter is Michael Bloom.
Now batting left fielder, number 11, Michael Bloom.
So Bloom will try to get it started here as Jensen has gone 4 up and 4 down against the SaberCats. And the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. And there's Bloom with a hard shot, and that's through the hole and into left field. And there is that first base hit of the ball game for Saguaro. It belongs to Michael Bloom, and he's aboard at first base for Luke Eichste. Just 5 hits on Wednesday for Saguaro, and they really had trouble
Now batting center fielder,
through the first 5 innings of play, being held scoreless through the first 5 innings. Devin Durad finally lifted after 5 innings, and Saguaro able to score a couple of runs late, but wasn't enough. 3-2 the final in that one as the first one to Eichste on the outside corner for strike 1. 1 on, 1 out, top of the second inning, no score from Shadow Mountain. There's Jensen Ruddy. And the 0-1. It just misses for a ball, 1-1. Bloom 9 of 11 in steals on the year for the SaberCats. One thing that Saguaro kind of did on Wednesday, and that was, I think, more a product of the game situation, but they were running a little bit more often than I think they have been, trying to force the issue some, and had a couple of runners caught stealing early in the game on Wednesday. Definitely don't want to make you gun shy about it. You have to stay with the offensive plan, and a runner takes off, and a ball hit on the ground at shortstop. Dalton throws on to Clancy at first base. But by sending the runner there on the hit and run, it keeps him out of the double play as Eichste grounds out for the second out of the inning. Bloom to second base, and the batter is Shane Stansbury.
Now batting third baseman, number 19, Shane Stansbury.
So it'll be up to Stansbury to try to get that runner in from second base with 2 outs in the inning. Bloom's taken off. The pitch is strike, the throw to third base, and there it is again. Just talking about that from Wednesday. SaberCats had a couple of runners caught stealing, and they get one caught here to take away that base runner. And that will end the inning for the SaberCats. No runs on a base hit, no errors, nobody left after an inning and a half. We are scoreless. Lucas Jensen leads it off for Shadow Mountain in the second. Going after the first one, fouls it back out of play. And that's strike 1. Jensen, Pratt, and Brown for the Matadors in the second inning. And the 0-1. Fastball high. One ball, one strike. Nick Meserve 3-5 on the season, making his 12th appearance. And that fly ball, that's a hit out to right center field. And that falls in front of the right fielder, Nettleton. I don't know that he ever really saw it off the bat. And you're sure looking for communication in the outfield there. And that's what Nettleton and Eichste are talking about. Tough luck for Meserve there, because that's a ball that should be caught in the outfield, but drops and it'll be ruled a base hit. And so Jensen aboard at first base for Spencer Pratt. Jensen 3 stolen bases on the season. And the first pitch to Pratt on the outside corner for a strike. Anyway, Meserve a .494 earned run average, 34 innings pitched for the SaberCats, 38 hits allowed, 17 walks, 47 strikeouts. The 1-strike pitch. That's over the outside corner, a strike, and it's 0-2. Saguaro got a runner to second base with 2 outs in the second inning, but a caught stealing ended that chance. Now we'll see what the Matadors can manage here in the bottom of the second. A fastball high for a ball, and it's 1-2. Meserve won his last outing. That was on Monday, a 12-1 win over Paradise Valley. Of course, he was staked to an 11-run lead after 1 inning. And just was able to kind of settle in and put it on cruise control. He goes 4 innings. Allows just 1 base hit, 1 unearned run, no walks, and maybe that's the biggest number of all, 0 walks, and 7 strikeouts, only threw 54 pitches, and now he's back on 3 days rest. The 1-2. And that's fouled off the backstop, and we stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Jensen at first, and nobody out for the Matadors, bottom of the second inning, and no score from Shadow Mountain. Next pitch, a fastball. That's outside. And it's 2-2. Now 3-2. And that'll bounce in, and that's ball 4. And first walk given up there by Maservi, and that's tough there because he got ahead of Pratt. So Dusty Brown, the designated hitter. We'll see what the Matadors do here, if they will try to sacrifice, not showing it on the first pitch, and a fastball high for ball 1. It is definitely a team mindset, different for each team on how they want to approach things. And that's true at any level, but say the next one is outside 2-0. 2 aboard and nobody out, bottom of the second inning. 2-0 on Brown with Brett Frank next for the Matadors. It kind of goes to the makeup of your team as to where you think you're going to produce runs. As the next one is high 3-0, and now you know that Brown will be taking a pitch here. A 3-0 pitch. And that misses. A 4-pitch walk to load the bases. So Jensen to third, Pratt to second, and Brown aboard at first base. That loads him up, and we'll get a SaberCat timeout. Playing in the second, there's no score. Brett Frank in and ready. And Maservi misses low with a first pitch for ball 1. And that went over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Now if you're Saguaro, you're just looking for damage control with the bases loaded and nobody out. You never want to concede anything, but now you're looking to get out of it without giving up multiple runs in the inning. And that's a strike, and it's 2-2. Back to the line, Maservi in the 2-2 pitch. High, 3-2. If you're Nick, you're looking for the strikeout here, and then hoping for a double play to get out of trouble. And down on strikes goes Frank. A big first out there for Saguaro. And now the batter is Danny Lutz.
Batting second baseman, number 24, Danny Lutz.
And Lutz hits a ground ball. Could be good news here. There's the out at home. The throw to first base, and Mara picks it out. And a double play. There it is, the strikeout and then the double play. And Maservi pitches out of big trouble in the second inning after a single and back-to-back walks. He loads the bases, but a 5-2-3 double play retires the side. What a big play there for the SaberCats to get out of this second inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 runners left after 2. There's still no score. Bottom third of the order for Saguaro in the top of the third inning. Shane Stansbury leads it off again. He was up there when Bloom was caught stealing to end the second, so he starts it off for the SaberCats. Stansbury, Gifford, and Lagusis in the third. The 1-0. This is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Figure Saguaro has to take a little momentum into the dugout after that double play to get out of the inning, and now we'll see if they can get something started at the plate. That'll help. Ball 3, 3-0. Jensen, 3-0 pitch. Oh, and that's ball 4. 4-pitch walk begins the Saguaro third inning. And the batter is Stephen Gifford.
Now batting number 23, Stephen Gifford.
At the number 8 spot of the order, with the leadoff guy aboard, will the SaberCats try to bunt him over? Gifford showing bunt early, and he pops it up. Oh, and that gets over the head of the third baseman, and it is going to be a fair ball. Whoa, what a break there for the SaberCats. And I don't know what happened there for Ross, just not able to read that pop-up, I guess. And then it really looked as though that might have turned a little bit foul, or to the foul line anyway, but must have been right on. So the first two aboard for Ben Lagusis. Turn back to second. Nobody back there. Fortunate for Shadow Mountain that Jensen didn't throw that ball. Two aboard with nobody out. If you're bunting the first time, will they have it go again? I would think that Lagusis would be asked to bunt again here at the bottom of the order, but we'll see. Golden opportunity here for the SaberCats. And Lagusis gets the bunt down on the third base line to throw to first base. That's not going to be in time. That'll be a bunt base hit. And just after Shadow Mountain loads the bases in the bottom of the second, the SaberCats get them loaded here in the top of the third. And maybe it's just that we watched Saguaro all season long, but just really was expecting that bunt, and so I'm surprised that there wasn't a little bit of a harder charge there to try to get to that bunt quicker and get that throw to first base to at least get an out. So the base is full for JT Nettleton, going after the first pitch, and a foul ball on the third base line. Nettleton hitting .333 with a couple of doubles, 2 triples, 4 RBI. And you want to talk about an RBI opportunity. He's got one right here with the bases full and nobody out. And just like I was talking about at the bottom of the second, Shadow Mountain kind of in the same situation now where they just have to try to manage their way through this and try not to make it a big inning. The ball bounced in there, blocked, and Randall saves a run. Fastball high for a ball, 2-1. Stansbury at third, Gifford at second, Lagusis at first, with nobody out top of the third inning, scoreless from Shadow Mountain. And a chance for the SaberCats to change that. The set and the 2-1 pitch.
Nice pitch.
Boy, that looked good, but called a ball. And it's 3-1.
Right there. Come on, Blue. It's terrible.
In the 3-1. Hit back and off the glove of the pitcher, Jensen. That's a break again for Saguaro as that throw to first base. Oh, and he called him safe. It looked like he was out over there. And this is going to bring Shadow Mountain head coach Farnsworth coming out.
It's right here. It's right here. Rewind it for you.
Farnsworth going to come out and talk to the base umpire. Boy, and really the first break was that Jensen wasn't able to hang on to that line drive because very likely would have been able to double up a runner somewhere. And instead, he goes off the glove. He tries to throw it to first base, and the base umpire said that Nettleton beat it out. So the bottom line is whether out or safe at first, a run in for Saguaro. They lead 1-0, and now they've still got the bases full with nobody out. Of the batter is Turner Lace. That's up and in, and ball 1 on Lace. Turner hitting .380 5 doubles, a triple, and 21 knocked in. SaberCats 4 straight runners to reach base without hitting a ball out of the infield. And a pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. The epitome of small ball, I guess you'd say. The 1-1. And that's off the handle, fouled out of play on the right side, and it goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Saguaro satisfied. They'll move base to base, station to station, but wouldn't argue with a ball in the gap somewhere. Jensen with the set and the pitch. And that's over the outside corner, near it anyway, for a called 3rd strike. And that's the first out and a big out in the inning for the Matadors. As Lace is called out on strikes, and now the batter is Brett Adams. Adams batting .426 coming into the ball game, 18 doubles, 19 RBI. Grounded out his first time up. And the first one to Adams high for ball 1. Gifford at third, Lagusis at second, Nettleton at first for the SaberCats. Saguaro has scored once here in the top of the 3rd inning and looking for more. The 1-0. And a high fly ball, going to get another run in at least, as Gaetan, the right fielder under it, makes the catch. The runner will tag, and the throw will go to 3rd base. Ball bobbled over at 3rd.
Chance, appeal 2nd. Appeal 2.
Shadow Mountain gives up another run here as Gifford scores on a sacrifice fly off the bat of Brett Adams. And Saguaro leads it 2-0. Now Matt Mara at first, or at the plate rather. Lagusis at third, Nettleton at first. And the first one fouled back and out of play. And
Now batting number 25, Mara.
Matt Mara knew he had a pitch to hit there. And a breaking ball, that's down at the feet, and Saguaro not able to get a runner to second base there. Nettleton, I don't think, saw where the ball ended up, and so he was tied down still at first base. 2-0 SaberCats, top of the 3rd. Throw to first, and the runner dives back. And the set, again a throw to first base, closer, and still safe over there at first base.
Come on.
The 1-1 hit right back to Jensen. He'll step and throw it to first base, and out at first base, and that'll end the inning for the SaberCats. But Saguaro scores twice in the top of the 3rd, and after 2.5, it's 2-0 SaberCats. Shadow Mountain with the top of the order in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Zane Clancy takes strike 1. Clancy came in batting .436, 4 doubles, a couple of triples, a home run, and 9 knocked in. The 0-1. Over the outside corner at the knees, a strike, and it's 0-2. Clancy struck out swinging his first time up. Jacob Dalton, Cameron Ross to follow for the Matadors in the 3rd. The 0-2. And a breaking ball bounced in, goes to the backstop, and the count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Clancy. Maservi to the line in the pitch. Near the outside corner, a called third strike. And that's the first out. Strikeout number 2 for Nick Maservi. And the batter, Jacob Dalton. Dalton had a base hit his first time up. Entered the ball game batting .319. 4 doubles, a triple, and a home run. He's knocked in 12. And a pop-up, first base side foul territory. Boy, Mara didn't take a great angle over there, but he made the catch. So a foul out down the first base side. And again, you know, shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, and that one didn't happen there for Mara. He went straight toward the fence and then started going back out toward right field, but was able to make an over-the-shoulder catch. Now Ross takes high for ball 1. Ross had a fly ball to Eichste back in the first inning, hitting .339 on the year. Couple of home runs, 12 knocked in. The 1-0. That's fouled straight back and out of play, and the count 1-1. 2-0 SaberCats. Matadors batting in the bottom of the third. The 1-1 pitch. This is high for a ball. It's 2-1. And the 2-1 from Maservi. And that's a fly ball out to right center field. Going to give another try out there. This time Nettleton over. And he makes the catch. And that'll retire the side. A nice quiet 3-up, 3-down third inning for the Matadors. After 3, Shadow Mountain trails Saguaro 2-0. Michael Bloom leads it off for the SaberCats in the 4th inning, going after the first pitch and a ground ball backhanded at third base. And Ross with a throw on to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Bloom had a base hit his first time up, then was caught stealing. Came in batting .365, 6 doubles, a triple, and 15 knocked in. And grounds out here to begin the 4th inning. Now Luke Eichste, the center fielder, as he grounded out back in the 2nd inning, a .240 hitter. A couple of doubles and a triple as he takes strike 1. 6 knocked in on the year for the sophomore. The 1 and the 1 strike. And a breaking ball outside and low, 1-1. Back to it in the 1-1 pitch. Inside, just about got him. Luke able to hop back out of the way, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. 2-0 SaberCats. Top of the 4th inning, the 2-1 pitch. That's low for a ball, 3-1. It was a squirrely inning for the SaberCats in the top of the 3rd, as they did finally hit a ball out of the infield. That was a sacrifice fly off of the bat of Brett Adams, but 3 base hits, 2 infield hits, or 2 bunt base hits, and then an infield hit. That ball grounded over to Dalton. His throw to Clancy picks it out at first base, and it's a 6-3 ground out for out number 2.
Number 19.
2 away in the inning for the SaberCats, and Shane Stansbury will try to extend the inning. He's batting .219 with 7 doubles, a triple, and 11 knocked in. And he takes strike 1. He started the 3rd inning when Saguaro sent 7 to the plate. He started that inning with a walk and scored a run. Swinging a ball in the dirt there, and the count's 0-2. Jensen to the 1 and the 2-strike pitch. That's high for a ball, 1-2. And that one fouled to the backstop. We stayed a ball and 2 strikes. Back to the 1 and the 1-2. And that one fouled back. She got just a piece of it and went off the end of Randall's glove. Yeah, Pitch low for a ball, and it's 2-2. 2 outs, bases empty in the top of the 4th. SaberCats lead the Matadors 2-0 in the 2-2. And that's fouled off. 2-2 on Stansbury. Stephen Gifford next for Saguaro. And a swing and a miss. Stansbury strikes out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down SaberCat 4th inning. After 3.5, still Saguaro 3. That make it Saguaro 2 and Shad them out to 0. Chance Randall, the leadoff hitter, going after the first pitch and fouls it out of play down the first base side. Randall, Jensen, and Pratt for Shadow Mountain in the 4th. Chance batting .463, 8 doubles, 5 home runs, 31 knocked in. He takes high for a ball. It's 1-1. Chance with a fly ball to Ike's to in the 1st inning. 0 for 1 today. The 1-1. This is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Servey back to it. The 2-1 pitch. Well, that one just off the outside corner. 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. And that misses outside, and that's ball 4. So a leadoff walk. The 3rd walk given up by Servey. And the batter is Lucas Jensen. And the first one to Jensen, low for a ball. Lucas batting .295, 3 doubles, a triple, and a home run. 15 knocked in, and he had a base hit back in the 2nd. The 1-0. And that ball hit well out to right field, but Nettleton over there and reaches up for the catch. Good play out there. That looked like that might get to the gap, but Nettleton hustles over to get it. And he puts it away for the first out. So 1 down, and the batter is Spencer Pratt. Pratt walked in the 2nd inning. Enters the game batting .379, 4 doubles, 3 triples, and 11 knocked in. And going after the first pitch, that'll get down in the outfield. Ike's over to get it as Randall's going to try for 3rd. And that ball goes way over and to the fence. And Randall's going to try the throw high. And now nobody to 3rd base. That's going to go down the line, and another run will come in. SaberCats throw the ball around. And the Matadors tie it up here in the 4th. It'll go as a base hit in what should have ended up at 1st and 3rd with 1 out. Instead, it's a 2-run play, and it's a tie ball game at the bottom of the 4th inning. First one is an E8. That sends Randall from 3rd base to the plate. And then as the throw went home, Adams tried to throw to 3rd base. There wasn't anybody in the area. I think he thought that he was going to lead somebody to the bag, and nobody could get there. And that'll be an E2 then to bring in Pratt. So 2 errors on the play for the SaberCats, and Shadow Mountain ties it at 2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now Dusty Brown, the DH. Took the first one for a ball, the 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a miss, a strike, and it's 1-1. Brown hitting .362 with 3 doubles and a home run. He's knocked in 10. And there's a pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-2. Servey back to it, and the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Brown strikes out, and there's 2 away. And you can kind of share the troubles here in the bottom of the 4th inning. First a leadoff walk, and then That runner comes around to score after 2 errors on the same play for Saguaro. Now Frank bats with the bases empty and 2 outs. And a slow tapper, Maservi over to get it. He'll step and throw it to first base. And that's in time as Frank grounds out, and that will end the Matador 4th inning. But Shadow Mountain gets 2 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. They do it on just 1 base hit, 2 SaberCat errors, and no runners left on base. After 4 innings of play, it's Shadow Mountain 2 and Saguaro 2. 8-9-1 in the order for the SaberCats in the 5th. Stephen Gifford going after the first pitch and slices a single into left field. Gifford had a bunt base hit his first time up, so 2 for 2 today. A .304 hitter coming in, 5 doubles, a home run, and 15 knocked in. Again, you'd expect Lagusis will try to bunt here. And that hit his foot instead, and that'll work even better. As Ben will go to first base on the hit by pitch, and that'll put the first 2 aboard. And time called from the Shadow Mountain dugout as we play in the top of the 5th inning. It's 2-2. Here's JT Nettleton with the first 2 aboard. He squares early to bunt. And he bunts the first one foul. Nettleton called out on the strikes to start the ball game. Then he had that what was ruled an infield base hit, that line drive that went back up off the glove of the pitcher Jensen. And then a close play that went Saguaro's way at first base. Squaring early again. Bunted, and it's bunted hard. Looking to third base, and that throw goes to third, and Gifford is out. So 1-5 on the force play. As Gifford is retired, Lagusis to second. Nettleton aboard on the fielder's choice. So now 2 aboard with 1 out for Turner Lace. Well, it's one thing to get the bunt down, but you can't bunt it right back to the pitcher. Make a move even a couple of steps either way, and you give yourself a shot to get that runner to third base. As the first one to Lace is high for a ball. Also don't know if Gifford got a very good jump out there at second base. That's the 1-0. Is a fly ball. That's out to right field. Gaetan over there. He makes the catch, and the runner will bluff at second. That's Lagusis, but he'll stay there. And so a fly out to right field is the second out of the SaberCat 5th inning. And now the batter, Brett Adams. Adams grounded out to end the first. Sacrifice fly and an RBI in the third. Adams looking to salvage the inning here for the SaberCats. And he takes the first one on the inside corner, strike 1. Saguaro got a single and a hit by pitch to begin this 5th inning. They had first and second and nobody out. Failed sacrifice bunt that turned into a fielder's choice and a fly out, and now we're 2 batters later and there's 2 away. As that throw goes to second base, and Lagusis just gets back. And the 1-1. Breaking ball, that's outside, 2-1. 2 aboard with 2 outs, top of the 5th inning, a 2-2 ball game. Turn back to second, but no play. You know, with 2 outs, it's on the pitcher to keep that runner close at second base. Give outfielders a chance to throw him out at the plate. And so Jensen with that spin move back there. Now the pitch, and Adams had a good cut there, but fouls it off at the plate, and it's 2-2. 2-2 on Adams. Matt Mara next for the SaberCats. Hoping to get a chance to hit here in the 5th. The set and the 2-2. And a hard hit ground ball. Fielded out there, and they throw on to first base. And thrown out at first is Adams, and that'll end the inning.
Well, that was cheap.
And that'll end it for the SaberCats. No runs, a hit, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's 2-2. Matadors go with 9-1-2 in the order here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Danny Lutz takes high for a ball. Lutz hitting .207, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 8 RBI. He bounced into that double play to end the 2nd inning. A big double play to keep Shadow Mountain scoreless after they loaded the bases with nobody out. Maservi got a strikeout of Brett Frank, and then Lutz on a 5-2-3 double play. Pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1. 2-2 our score, bottom of the 5th inning from Shadow Mountain. SaberCats back at it on Monday night. They'll play under the lights at Scottsdale Stadium. The ball hit pretty well down the left field line, but over there, Bloom right along the line. In fair territory makes the catch, and the leadoff hitter is retired in the Matador 5th inning. Back to the top of the order then for Zane Clancy. SaberCats in a position to win the week, and I think that was just kind of the idea going into it. Knew that it was going to be tough on the road at Notre Dame on Wednesday, and they gave the Saints everything they could handle before succumbing in that one 3-2 the final. But a chance to win the week if the SaberCats can get back out in front here at Shadow Mountain. Clancy fouls one to the backstop for strike 1. They struck out of the first, was called out on strikes in the 3rd. 0 for 2. Pitch inside, and it's 1-1. Saguaro got 2 runs in the top of the 3rd inning. Shadow Mountain responded with 2 in the bottom of the 4th. That's been our only scoring today. The 1-1. A little bit low, 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 pitch. That's inside, 3 balls and a strike.
Oh, you're counting now. Come on, need you on.
And Maservi back to it, the 3-1. And that's fouled out of play. Pretty good cut on a 3-1 pitch, but only able to foul it back, and the count goes to 3-2. And Maservi with a 3-2 pitch. And he missed it inside for ball 4, and that's a 1-out walk. Clancy aboard for the first time today, and the batter is Jacob Dalton.
Now batting number 2, Jacob Dalton.
Dalton with a single in the 1st. He fouled out in the 3rd. And Maservi with an easy toss to first base. Just want to get a read on Clancy. Again, 7 steals on the year. And quick to the mound here. The pitch high for a ball, and that'll bring a timeout from the SaberCat dugout. We play in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 2-2. And the next one to Dalton outside for a ball, 2-0. And that one nowhere close, 3-0.
Can't find it, Jake. Get yours.
And that'll bounce in, and that's ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk. That's back-to-back walks given up here in the 5th. And the batter will be Cameron Ross.
Smart here, Cam. You're struggling, kid.
A big first out now of Lutz.
21, Cameron Ross.
And time called again, and that's going to do it here, I think, as we play still in the 5th, 2-2 our score. SaberCats with a pitching change as Turner Lace is on to try to get out of the jam here in the 5th inning, and his first pitch to Cameron Ross, high for ball 1.
Get yours, kid. Come on, Cam.
Lace no record on the season, making his 11th appearance of the year. That should help the cause. A fly ball out to right field. Nettleton settles under it, makes the catch. The runner from second will tag. The runner going to second base, and a double play. Boy, base running mistake there for the Matadors, and the SaberCats will take it. A fly ball to right field as Nettleton makes the catch, and then Dalton trying to get to second on the play, thinking the throw might go to third base instead, and the SaberCats gun him down at second, and the Matadors run into the final out of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, a couple of walks, and 1 left after 5. It's still 2-2. Middle third of the order for the SaberCats in the 6th. Matt Mara going after the first one and fouls it off for strike 1. A little delay between innings there as the Shadow Mountain first baseman Zane Clancy having a little medical work done as that ball bounced in and goes off the face mask of the plate umpire. And it's 1-1. That actually helps Saguaro out a little bit because they had Luke Eisty getting loose in the bullpen. He's set to hit third in the inning, and that allowed him to get a couple of more tosses in the bullpen. The pitch is high for a ball, and it's 2-1.
Come on, Lucas. Here we go, kid.
Now the 2-1 pitch. That's low, 3-1. Mara, Bloom, and Eisty scheduled for the SaberCats here in the inning. And that'll hit Mara. Would have been ball 4 anyway, and it gets Jersey, maybe a little bit of the body there, and he goes to first base, hit by the pitch. Get a pinch runner at first base as Ryan McGill is on to run for Mara. That is a pinch runner here. And a timeout coming from the Matador dugout. Playing in the top of the 6th, it's 2-2. So pitching change for the Matadors. Jacob Dalton on to pitch for Shadow Mountain, and he gets the first one of Michael Bloom over for a strike. Again, McGill is running as a pinch runner at first base. And with Dalton coming in, that changes 4 other positions for Shadow Mountain. We'll get those to you here in a second as the 1-strike pitch is on the way. Boy, that's off the glove. Pitch a ball, though, and it's 1-1. It's looked pretty close. No new players in the game, just position changes. As Dalton goes from shortstop to the mound, Danny Lutz goes from second base to shortstop. There's a ground ball over to third. The new third baseman has it to throw late, though. He looked to second and double clutch there and then threw it to first base. That's Jensen, the starting pitcher, that is put on at third base. So it's Jensen at third, Lutz at short. Frank comes in from left field to play second base, and Ross goes from third base to left field. So now 2 aboard with nobody out for Luke Eisty. The teams not only turn the game over to their bullpens, they turn them over to their starting shortstops as Lace is the current pitcher for Saguaro rather. There's Eisty with a bunt. That's a good one down. Nobody at second base, so they got to throw it to first. And a successful sacrifice puts another runner into scoring position. So Eisty on the sacrifice, a 1-3 put out as McGill goes to third, Bloom to second, and the batter is Shane Stansbury. Now timeout, and we're going to get a pinch hitter as Stansbury is going to be called back, and it will be Jack Jeffries to come on to hit for the SaberCats. So Jeffries will pinch hit here for Saguaro. So Jeffries to bat, and a swing and a miss. Slider maybe there. Jeffries hitting 200, 2 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 9 knocked in. Dalton 0-2 on the season, an ERA of 6.39. So the next one is low, 1-1. He's making his 9th appearance of the year. He's got 3 saves. 7 2/3 innings pitched, 10 hits allowed, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Infield in for the Matadors, the 1-1 pitch. And a high bouncer, that's going to get 1 in, and that's going to get a second run around as Bloom comes in to score. It's a two-run single rather for Jack Jeffries. Big at-bat there for Jack Jeffries and the SaberCats. He knocks in RBIs 10 and 11 on the year. And it's 4-2 SaberCats. I don't know what that hit there, but just a big high bounce. And it went all the way out into center field. Stansbury re-enters the ball game, and he'll run in place of Jeffries. And the first one to Stephen Gifford misses for ball one. Next pitch low, 2-0. What a nice day at the office for Jack Jeffries, though. Comes up, sees 3 pitches, knocks in a couple of runs, heads back to the dugout. Make a lot of money in the major leagues if you could do that. Here's the set in the 2-0. And a hard line drive, and that's past Jensen and down the line into left field. Over to get it, Ross bobbles it. And the runner holds at second base. Stansbury didn't go. He thought that Ross had it clean out there. It was bobbled. And he stops at second base. So a little bit of a break there maybe for Shadow Mountain. We'll see how the rest of the inning plays out. SaberCats should have had runners at first and third. Instead, it's first and second with 1 out. And the batter has been Lagusis. Lagusis with a bunt single, and he's been hit by a pitch in 2 trips. You can close the book on Lucas Jensen. We'll give you his line in a moment here, as the first one of Lagusis is outside for a ball. Unofficially 5 innings pitched, plus 1 hitter in the 6th inning for Jensen. He gives up 5 hits, 3 runs all earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and 2 hit batters. Nick Maservi's line, the starter for Saguaro, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, 2 runs, both unearned. 5 hits, make it 3 hits, as I said, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. That ball grounded over to the first base side. The out at first base. And then maybe not a bad decision to throw, but a courageous decision for sure to throw over to second base to try to get Gifford. So Lagusis grounds out. That'll move the runners up 90 feet as Stansbury goes to third and Gifford to second. And the batter, JT Nettleton. But again, let's give you the Maservi's one more time. 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both unearned, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. He threw 72 pitches after throwing 54 in 4 innings on Monday. And the first one to Nettleton misses for ball 1. JT 1 for 3, had an infield single in the 3rd. That was that line drive off the glove of the pitcher, starting pitcher, Jensen. Dalton in there now. He's the pitcher of record for the Matadors, and the ground ball out to short. And boy, that just bounces right past the shortstop Lutz, and that's going to bring in a couple of more runs. Big play there for the SaberCats as they score twice more here in the 6th inning, and they lead by a score of 6-2. So Nettleton aboard at first base, and the batter is Turner Lace.
Now batting number 20, Turner Lace.
And Lace with a fly ball to right field should end the inning. Gayton over there, and he makes the catch. And that will end it, but Saguaro scores 4 big runs in the top of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the SaberCats 6 and the Matadors 2. Middle third of the order in the 6th inning as Chance Randall out in front, swings and misses for strike 1. Randall, Jensen, and Pratt scheduled for the Matadors in the 6th. The 0-1. Oh, that looked like maybe a knuckleball there. That goes to the backstop. And the count 1-1. I got through some of Lace's numbers. I think no record. His 11th appearance of the year, 2.76 earned run average. 12 2/3 innings pitched. 12 hits, 6 walks, 7 strikeouts. But the big outing was the last time he came out. That was back on Thursday last week at Queen Creek, and that one fouled off. And it's 2-2. You'll remember that Queen Creek jumped out to that big lead in the first inning. They scored 8 times against SaberCat pitchers. It was 8-1 after 1 inning of play. They got another run in the second after Saguaro had scored 4. And there's a swing that's off the glove, and that might be a break there for Shadow Mountain. Now the throw to first, out at first, the call. Adams gets over there and able to throw out Randall at first base. So a strikeout, 2-3 put out, and there's one away. Big first out here for the SaberCats in the 6th inning. Anyway, it was Lace that came in. He threw 5 innings through the final 5. As that one is fouled off for Jensen, and that's strike 1. But he came in with a couple of runners on base. Actually, a 1 runner had already come in, so 1 runner on base. He got a double play and then a comebacker to get out of the what was the second inning. He ended up throwing 5 innings, allowed 1 hit, no runs. 1 walk and 1 strikeout really kept Saguaro in the game. They were able to claw back a bit, but lost that one 9-5. But anyway, and he had not been stretched out like that the entire season. That ball hit well out to left field, and that's going to send Bloom back. It's over his head, and it'll bounce up against the fence. And the runner going to try for second base. Close out there, but a double. So Jensen with a double. And for Jensen, his 4th double of the season. He's in at second base with 1 out, and the batter is Spencer Pratt. Pratt with a walk in the 2nd, a single, and a run scored in the 4th. Going after the first one, it's fouled out of play. The 1-strike pitch. And that one's fouled off. Coming in with a fastball there, got in on the hands. 6-2 SaberCats. Shadow Mountain batting in the bottom of the 6th. Lace way ahead here in the 0-2. And a fly ball hit down the right field line. And that one just out of the reach of the right fielder. Nettleton gave chase but couldn't get there. And so we stay no balls and 2 strikes.
Spence, keep working, kid.
Dusty Brown, the designated hitter next for Shadow Mountain. Lace with the nod. And another 0-2. And a tapper down the third base line. That's foul. Didn't really get a chance to mention as Lace only threw 2 pitches rather in the 5th inning to get that fly ball double play to get out of it. But Nick Lubrani is the new shortstop for the SaberCats. So he came in when Lace was on the mound. Another 0-2. Threw it up out of the strike zone there, trying to get Pratt to chase, and the count goes to 1-2. Some breathing room for Saguaro with 4 runs in the top of the 6th. But I don't want to fool around here as that ball is bounced in there and it's 2-2. Check back to second and the 2-2 pitch. And a fly ball, that's into right field. Tough sun right now, but Nettleton there. And he's got the catch. The runner will tag from second base. And the SaberCats will give up that base to trade the out. It's a fly out to right field for the second out. Jensen goes to third. And the batter is Dusty Brown.
Number 20, Dusty Brown.
Brown walked in the second and struck out in the 4th. Shadow Mountain gets that runner to third base with 2 away. They want to at least try to get that one in to cut the deficit down going into the 7th inning. As the first one to Brown is high for ball 1. Lace steps off now, back up there again. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Belt high, a strike, and it's 1-1.
Hey, you're all right, kid. You're all right. Come on, Dusty.
1-1 on Brown. And Lace with a pitch. And a breaking ball is high, 2-1. 2-1 on Brown. Jensen at third and 2 away in the home half of the 6th. The 2-1 pitch. And a line shot, and that's into center field, a base hit, and that'll bring in a run as Brown delivers with a single. It's RBI number 11 on the year for Dusty Brown. And so the Matadors do cash in with a run here at the bottom of the 6th inning to cut it to 6-3.
Number 12, Brett Frank.
And the batter is Brett Frank. Frank going after the first one, fouls it out of play. Again, kind of a situation where if you're Saguaro, you're just trying to manage the inning here. You give up a 1-out double, then the runner gets to third. You want to keep it right there. And there's a ground ball that's off of Stansbury. He recovers, throws, and safe the call at first base. And that'll be an E5. Stansbury has struggled at third base.
Number 24, Danny Lutz.
And now the batter, Danny Lutz.
You can do it. Here we go, Big D.
Couple of base hits in the inning, now an error for the SaberCats, and the tying run at the plate as the first one to Lutz misses for ball 1. Matadors down 6-3, but again, the tying run at the plate. They've got 2 aboard with 2 outs. And the next one misses outside and high, 2-0. Well, at least has to go through at least one extra hitter here, but still a chance to get out of it without much more trouble, and that should do it. A pop-up on the right side of the infield. Ooh, and the 2 infielders come together, but Mara's a little bit taller than Lagusis, and he's the one that makes the catch. And a big pop out there to end the Matador 6th inning. For Shadow Mountain, they get 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. We go to the 7th inning. It's Saguaro 6 and Shadow Mountain 3. 3, 4, and 5 in the order for Saguaro in the 7th, and they'll want to go back to work with the bats here, leading 6-3 as Brent Adams takes strike 1. The 0-1. It's a fastball. It's inside for a ball. It's 1-1. 1-1 on Adams and the pitch. And that's hit out to right field. Coming in, though, to make the catch, the right fielder. And that's Ross that makes the catch. So it's Ross in right field now. Mara going after the first one, pops that one up first base side, and that's out of play. So strike 1 on Matt Mara. So Dusty Brown now in at first base. Pitch inside, and it's 1-1. Back to the line of the 1-1 pitch. High for a ball from Dalton, 2-1. Saguaro scored their runs in bunches, 2 in the 3rd and 4 in the 6th. Shadow Mountain 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th. Swing and a miss. Elevated there on a fastball, and it's 2-2. Back to the line, the 2-2 pitch. Kind of a half swing there, and it's down the right field line, but foul. And we stay 2 balls and 2 strikes. One out, top of the 7th inning. SaberCats leading Shadow Mountain 6-3. And the 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Dalton back to it, the 3-2 pitch. And that's fouled off. And another 3-2. And a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through and into center field, a base hit. Matt Mira with his first hit, 1 for 3 plus a hit by pitch. In fact, that hit by pitch led off the 6th. And he came around to score. But 1 on and 1 out now for Michael Bloom, who's got a couple of base hits today.
Number 11, Michael Bloom.
Bloom with a single in the 2nd and a single and a run scored in the 6th. And the first one outside and low, ball 1. 1 on 1 out, top of the 7th inning. SaberCats up by 3. And that one a little bit low, 2-0.
Nice pitch.
Dalton with the 2-0. And that ball hit well out to left field. Going back, looking up, and it's gone. A 2-run home run for Michael Bloom, his first of the season. And the SaberCats extend the lead as they go up by a score of 8-3. There was a brief time out there, but a big hit from Bloom. And now Luke Eichste takes a strike on the inside corner. The 0-1 off the handle and to the backstop, and it's 0-2. Good day for Michael Bloom. 3 hits in 4 at-bats, a couple of singles, and a 2-run home run. The 0-2. And Eichste puts one into center field. That's playable out there, and the catch made in center field for the 2nd out. Brad with the catch in center field, 2 away. And the batter, Shane Stansbury. I mentioned Stansbury re-entered at first base as a runner after Jeffries came through with that 2-run single. And so Stansbury batting now, down a strike. The 0-1. And a hard hit ball. There's a base hit for Shane Stansbury. That's into left field. 3rd hit of the inning off of the pitcher Jacob Dalton. That was a hard shot off the bat of Stansbury, and now the batter is Stephen Gifford. Gifford 3 for 3. And a swing and a miss for a strike.
Stephen Gifford.
And a ground ball, chopper out towards second. They'll flip it the short way and retire the runner at second base. 4-6 force of Stansbury ends the inning after the fielder's choice out the bat of Stephen Gifford. But the big shot in the 7th for the SaberCats, a 2-run home run for Michael Bloom as he hits his first of the year. And the SaberCats extend the lead. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's Saguaro 8 and Shadow Mountain 3. Leadoff hitter in the 7th inning takes low for ball 1. It's the top of the order for the Matadors. Daniel Ostendorf batting in place of Clancy, and a ball hit pretty well out to left center field. And Eichste can't get to it as it'll bounce and go to the fence. And a leadoff double here in the 7th. Ostendorf just 6 for 14 on the season. He had a triple and 3 RBIs. Now he's got a double to add to it.
Now number 2, Jacob Dalton.
Now Dalton going after one. Sends it down the left field line into foul territory and out of the reach of Bloom. No balls into strike on Dalton with a runner at second and nobody out. Bottom of the seventh inning. Matadors down 8-3. Ball bounced in and blocked by Adams, and it's 1-1. And a look back at the 1-1. That's low. 2 balls and a strike. And Matadors need a bunch of base runners here in the seventh inning. Down by 5. The 2-1. And a hard hit ball. That's out into left field. A base hit. Bloom has it. He'll get it in quickly. And there's the first couple of runners aboard. It's a good start for Shadow Mountain. And Saguaro head coach Ryan Dyer coming out of the first base dugout. We play in the seventh. It's 8-3. SaberCats. Luke Eichste in for the SaberCats. Trying to get the final 3 outs of the ball game. And the first pitch to Cameron Ross misses for ball 1. Michael Bloom moves from left field to center field. And Stephen Gifford in the game in left. Lace returns to shortstop for Saguaro. The fastball misses, and it's 2-0. Eichste 2-2 on the season, making his 9th appearance of the year, a 3.41 earned run average. 24 2/3 innings pitched. 23 hits allowed, 11 walks, 30 strikeouts. And the 2-0. That'll miss for a ball, 3-0. But if you're Eichste, you really just want to worry about this hitter, not get too caught up in the base runners. Try to find a strike zone here. Got a little bit of a pad, up 8-3. That 3-0 pitch. And that's low for ball 4. So 4 pitch walks, loads the bases. Still leaves the tying run in the on-deck circle. And so Eichste now, if he can just kind of flush that thought of that first hitter, just start working on the guy at the plate now. Chance Randall up there for the Matadors.
34, Chance Randall.
Randall 0 for 2 with a walk. And a fastball is high. That's 5 in a row out of the strike zone.
5 in a row. Here we go.
Now the set. And the 1-0 pitch. Outside. That's 6 in a row now. And Adams going to go out and talk to Eichste. And the 2-0 pitch. On the inside corner, a strike, 2-1. 2-0, pretty good hitters count, but you got to figure 6 of Eichste in relief, probably taking. Not to mention the fact you're down 5 in the 7th inning. The 2-1. It's a fastball outside, nowhere to put Chance Randall. Lucas Jensen next for the Matadors. And the 3-1. And a swing and a miss. Randall had a cut there. And the count goes to 3-2. Eichste, a competitor. Trying to get another one here on Randall. Here's the set. And the 3-2. And it missed it outside for ball 4. So Eichste with back-to-back walks, and now the Matadors will bring the tying run to the plate here in the 7th inning. Base is still loaded with nobody out. A run in for the Matadors to make it 8-4, and another timeout from the SaberCat dugout. And Eichste jumps out in front of Lucas Jensen with a fastball for a strike. Jensen a couple of base hits today. He singled in the 2nd and doubled and scored in the 6th. The 1 strike pitch. A swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And again, the SaberCats at home. Actually, not at home, but playing again on Monday night. They'll face Fountain Hills at Scottsdale Stadium on Monday night at 7. That ball punched. That's out into right field, and that's caught. And the runner held. And the SaberCats able to get the first out as Nettleton comes in to make the catch. Jensen on an 0-2 pitch just kind of threw the bat out there and was able to put the bat on the ball, punched it into right field, but Nettleton with the catch. Matador's still down 4 runs, and so they don't want to risk losing that runner at third base. Now Spencer Pratt. A walk, a single, and a flyout in 3 trips, and a fastball misses high for ball 1. So it'll be a stadium game on Monday night against Fountain Hills, and then again on Thursday night, right back under the lights at Scottsdale Stadium against Arcadia. And the 1-0 from Eichste. That's outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Way ahead, Spence. Come on.
Luke with back-to-back walks to begin his relief appearance and gets a fly ball out to right field. Behind 2-0 on the count on Pratt. And the pitch. That's high for a ball, 3-0.
Attaboy. Way ahead now.
Tying run at the plate, winning run in the on-deck circle for the Matadors.
Here we go.
Trailing 8-4 in the bottom of the 7th. And the 3-0. Took a little off, got it over for a strike, and it's 3-1.
Spence, yours.
Set on the 3-1. And a ground ball hit hard to Lace. He bobbles it and flips. That's off the glove of Lagusis, and everybody's safe. Boy, Lace thinking about a double play to end the ball game. Instead, not able to get the ground ball clean. It's an E6. And another run is in. So 2 in the 7th now to make it 8-5. The bases still loaded with 1 out. Now the tying run at first base, and the winning run comes to the plate in the form of Dusty Brown. We could hear the SaberCat dugout right before that pitch. Heard somebody holler out to make sure of the first one. And that's what you wanted to do there, not worrying about the double play. You take that if you can get it, but you want to make sure you get at least 1 out on a ball put in play. Brown down a strike. Eichste with a set in the 0-1. Fastball near the outside corner, a called strike, and it's 0-2. Ross at third, Randall at second, Pratt at first. 1 out in the inning. Matadors have scored twice to cut it to 8-5. And the 0-2. Fastball again, loaded up there, but missed it high and outside, 1-2. Brett Frank next for the Matadors. The 1-2 pitch. Went to the breaking ball. That's outside, and it's 2-2.
Come on, Dusty.
2-2 on Brown. Eichste, the sophomore right-hander, sets and delivers. And that misses for a ball. 3-2. Again, nowhere to put Brown with the bases loaded. Another walk would bring in another run, and that might end the outing for Eichste. We'll see what happens here. A big 3-2 pitch coming up. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate for the Matadors. The set and the 3-2. And that one fouled to the backstop.
Good job, Dusty.
SaberCats have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. Another 3-2, Eichste ready. The crowd goes quiet And the pitch. Outside corner, a called third strike. And Brown is punched out for out number 2. He might have got a little bit off the corner that time. But in that situation, 3-2, bottom of the 7th inning, you got to at least try to foul that pitch off at the very least. Now Brett Frank. Tying run still at first, winning run still at the plate, now 2 outs. And the first pitch, a fastball high for ball 1.
Make the throw, kid.
The set from Eichste and the 1-0. Fastball high, 2-0. And Eichste steps off.
Brett, make the throw, kid. You do it.
And the 2-0 pitch. Taking and takes a strike. It's 2-1. And a half swing and a miss, and it's 2-2, and now the Matadors down to their final strike. 2-2 on Frank, 0 for 3 today. Struck out in the second as Eichste stepped off. Wants to go back through his routine again. And a 2-2. High for a ball, 3-2. So now the runners are going to take off here, and that will let the merry-go-round get going and a better chance for that runner from first base to score. The 3-2. Fouled off. And the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 is the call. That looked like that might have been up a bit, and a big called third strike there as Eichste called out on strikes, gets back-to-back third strikes called, and that will do it as Saguaro hangs on. 8 runs for the SaberCats on 11 hits. They commit 4 errors and leave 6. Shadow Mountain, as we quickly total up the 7th inning, they get 2 runs on 2 hits and an error, and they leave 3 in the 7th. So they finish with 5 runs on 7 base hits. They commit 1 error, and they leave 9 runners on base. Turner Lace gets the win, and the SaberCats get the win to go to 13-13 overall, 8-7 in PowerPoint play. The Matadors fall to 15-8, 8-5 in PowerPoint ball games. That'll do it. Todd Garbison, Southwest Sports Network, saying so long.